Good morning, confident living through health and strength. What is up? It's Jason, your strength and confidence coach, and I am here now on the busy road, getting my steps in, trying to hit that 10K nice and early today. You know how it is. Hope you go out there and get some walking in today. And I wanted to talk about this concept here because have you ever just felt so depressed or empty? These cars are going to be a problem, I can already tell. Hopefully you guys can hear me over it. If not, I'll redo the video one day. I'm going to try to take a shortcut so I can get away from the cars. But have you ever just felt so depressed, so negative and so lethargic that you felt like you just couldn't do anything? Like it was purely limiting your ability to perform actions. You felt so depressed, it literally felt exhausting for you to do anything. And what I'm going to share with you today is how you can use that depression as a fuel source, how you can actually use it to change your behavior so you can end the depression and start feeling excited about life again. And this topic really connects with me because when I was younger, I was very depressed. I was so depressed. I would spend all my time playing video games, eating junk food. I was overweight. I had terrible relationships, constantly arguing with my family, never being able to get a girlfriend, and it sucked. And if I'm able to share with you guys that struggle and how I changed myself to become more excited for life, then why not share it with you so you can start getting out of depression and so you can start feeling fueled every single day? Because it's a great feeling to wake up every day and know that you're providing value to the world and to society. So depression is a rough one. And if you are struggling with some negativity in your life and that is inhibiting you from performing action, hey Mike, what's up, man? If that depression is leading you to doing nothing, then go ahead and just shoot me a message as to what is your struggle. Because when you admit that struggle, and I've done this before, you're able to then start powerfully moving forward. So depression comes from being in a state of mind that your body does not like being in. So let's give an example of myself. When I was younger and I was feeling depressed, I was doing nothing but playing video games and eating junk food. So my body felt depressed because it wasn't doing what it wanted to do, right? We all have this purpose that screams inside of us. But if we don't release that purpose into the world and we ignore our desires and our wants, we're going to feel depressed. So with that to say, that means you can look at depression as actually an indicator that you are going into the wrong direction. So I was able to kind of notice that depression, like, hey, after 8 hours of playing video games, I feel depressed. Well, that means something. I'm not just depressed naturally. It's because I'm not in a state where I'm actually performing action to get me to my purpose. And we all have a purpose. We all have a desire that we want in life. And also depression comes from not taking care of your health, which is a huge thing too. So depression still shows up in my life today, but it's a much more controlled sense. And I use it as an indicator to let me know what I'm doing is not what I should be doing. So when you feel that depression, you've got to recognize what the indicator is. What's that trigger? What's causing you to feel sad, right? It could be your own behavior. You could be making it yourself. And it's so easy for us to just say, oh, let's take some pills, take some medicine in order to help depression, help anxiety. But in reality, it's your own behavior that's causing that depression. So when I feel depressed or anxious now, I know that it's because I'm in the wrong direction. So let's say I spend 2 hours on YouTube watching meaningless videos. I'll feel this sense of like depression and sadness. But when I hop on a live video for Facebook or, I'm working with a client and I'm helping them move forward towards their goal, it makes me feel good. It makes me happy, right? So when I'm doing things that are wrong, I get depressed. And I'm a human being just like you guys. The human psychology does not change. If you're feeling that sense of depression, then you need to recognize it as something is causing this. And when we do that, when we recognize what's causing it, we could then take action in an effort to change our mindset. So that means that depression is your indicator. And when you feel sad, it means that something's wrong. And you need to go and write down what it is that is causing that depression and sadness. You've got to become aware for a second. You've got to end some distractions, sit down and breathe for a minute, and try to recognize what it is that's causing you to feel sad, what it is that's causing you to feel depression. And then you can either comment below or just message me what that struggle is. Because again, when you verbalize it to a trusted source, you're able to powerfully move forward because you've actually written it down, you've put it out there in the world, and you can actually start to deconstruct the habits that are causing you to be depressed. So that's the main thing here. I hope you guys get outside and get for a walk. It's actually warming up. I'm starting to sweat heavily in this beanie, but you know, here's the problem as I see it. The hair is getting long. Anyone else going through that struggle right now? Because all the barbers are closed. I know my barber can't do anything right now, so I told him to get the machete ready when I come back in order to chop this thing up. But yeah, guys, whatever causing that depression, there's a trigger for it. And when you accept that there's a trigger and you don't just walk it off as, oh, it's just how I am. It's not just how you are. It's something is causing that feeling. So write it down, message me, tell me what it is, and let's start to work through it, all right? So this is Jason, your Strength and Confidence Coach, signing out. Have yourselves a fantastic day.